Have you ever heard of the Machanakin Colony? A forgotten settlement deep in the Appalachian Mountains, where, in 1894, a prison was built with no guards, no bars, and no way out. At least, that's what they said. Until someone walked out and told the world what really happened inside. Officially, it wasn't even called a prison. The government listed it as a rehabilitation experiment. A place where inmates policed themselves, where the guilty could learn freedom through trust. But in every archive record, one thing repeats. No one ever escaped. Which doesn't make sense, because there were no locks to break. When the first 20 prisoners arrived, they found rows of wooden cabins instead of cells, and a large bell tower that rang at random hours. There were no wardens, no guards, only mirrors, hundreds of them, bolted to trees and door frames, facing inward. According to old journals, each mirror reflected a single rule. The one who breaks order becomes the prisoner of his own reflection. Creepy, right? But it worked. For almost a decade, no one tried to leave. Then came Samuel Dyer, an ex-engineer convicted of fraud. He didn't believe in superstition or psychological reform. Within his first week, he noticed the mirrors weren't ordinary. They were slightly concave, distorting faces into hollow eyes. He covered one with a blanket. That night, the bell tower rang for hours. And by morning, every mirror in his cabin had cracked from the inside. He begged to be transferred. The overseer simply said, "You're free to go, Mr. Dyer. The door has always been open." But when he stepped outside the gate, the forest he saw yesterday wasn't there anymore. Just fog. Endless fog. Months later, a rescue team sent by the state found the colony deserted. Cabins empty. Food untouched. The bell tower's gears still turning on their own. In the records, they found a single log entry, written in Dyer's handwriting. "There are no walls here. Only what we refuse to see." To this day, historians argue whether Machanakin was a real penal experiment, or a mass hallucination caused by isolation and guilt. But every few years, hikers report hearing that same bell, deep in the fog, miles from any known trail. Maybe the Machanakin prison was never built to keep people in. Maybe it was built to keep something else out. What do you think? Was it a psychological experiment? Or something no one ever understood? Drop your theory below, because the bell hasn't stopped ringing yet.